Good Sunday morning, everyone. 6:30 on the dot, Memorial Day weekend. Thank you to all those who have served and continue to serve our country. Big weekend as well, because a lot of people have Monday off, so they're thinking about the weather.
Yeah, heading up north maybe, doing some grilling, those types of things. Let's take a look outside. Absolutely gorgeous to start off your Sunday morning. Not a cloud can be seen in the sky. We are going to be warming up, though. It's currently about 74 degrees out there. Very pleasant, light breezes. We'll be getting up into the triple digits for today. Plenty of sunshine. It's going to continue, and maybe even a little bit warmer tomorrow for your Memorial Day. Tuesday, we're going to see some clouds start to move in, and then we're going to have a ever so small cool down Wednesday, Thursday, Friday before we return. Also assisting in that all morning long. Marcy, what are you seeing up there as of right now?
Guys, new information rolling in right now. We're hearing that about 300 firefighters are out here. As you mentioned, Phoenix is out here. Glendale is out here. Those are just a few of the departments out here all pitching in. This is all hands on deck. Now, this is registered as a 3-alarm fire. We're hearing at one point last night it was under control, but they've been having an ongoing issue with hotspots flaring up. Now, the acreage is still up in the air at this point, but Central Arizona Wildland Response Team has recently said that they believe it to be about 60 acres wide. Mandatory and voluntary evacuations have been implemented. About 20 people have been asked to leave. We're hearing that county crews did at one point go door to door to notify those closest about the fire. Now, because this is a holiday weekend, that does add a little bit more stress of this fire because more people are on the road. ADOT has signs up warning drivers about reduced visibility around mile marker 244 on I-17. Again, they are a great resource on Twitter. They're constantly updating the safest alternative routes as they can see a few more things that you might not be able to see from the road. At this point, we have not gotten word from any crews that any homes have been damaged, but we're hearing that several of them are threatened. Officials are going to be reevaluating. Right now, they're just tracking the wind that's coming in. They're seeing where this is going to go, if it's going to spread, if any more of those hot spots are going to be flaring up. But Anita, earlier you mentioned that there is a shelter set up that's at Cannon Middle School, and that's where the Red Cross is there to help with anybody who needs help from this fire. Guys?
All right, Marcy, we appreciate your hustle and your update up there. We're going to check back in with you in our next hour. Thank you so much. All right, turning our attention.
And the here at home, former Kentucky Senator Jim Bunning has passed away at the age of 85. He served both in the House and the Senate.
Well, guys, we just met up with the Phoenix Battalion Chief out here just by chance, and he said that, you know, he's really proud of all the crews out here. They have 8 different units from 8 different cities out here, close to 300 firefighters battling this blaze, trying to get it under control. Now, he said that we do have an update. That salvage yard that was caught up in the blaze did have some property damage. Earlier, we didn't know if any structures were lost. He said that they lost up to 3 structures, but couldn't go into any more detail on that because it is still under investigation. Now, the major challenges that they are facing, they say, are the water supply. That's lack of hydrants, meaning that the water has to be trucked in. That explains the massive response to this fire. Now, before on I-17. Now, that battalion chief also added that right now, the most important factor is watching the wind. That is going to determine if there are going to be more mandatory evacuations. It's very unpredictable at this point, so they have all eyes on this wind pattern, seeing where it's going, and that will determine what next move they will actually do. So as you can see, again, here is all of the smoke. We're going to be checking in with the battalion chief in just a little bit and bring you the latest. Guys.
Thanks so much, Marcy. Appreciate it. Another fire to tell you about this. Suspect has been identified this morning after police say they had no choice but to ram into her car so they could stop her. 67-year-old Christella Williams. Years now. Recently, founder Josette Sullins comfortable surroundings, offers a second study result should be published anytime soon.
How cool.
Yeah.
Interesting stuff.
So coming up, dewy skin, yellow eyeshadow, bold.
Practice makes perfect, and experimenting and really Lauren also has that same look, but as you see, we're going to do some glossy lip on her to show you the difference between that and gloss in a little bit.
Okay.
And then over here is where we have the yellow eyeshadow.
That is
Maggie
beautiful.
over here has beautiful skin tone. But what I did is I placed that yellow just onto the lid, but then using a transition color that's a warm brown or a taupey shade,
a little bit on
blending
top.
that into the crease, that's giving you something where it's still something where it doesn't look like it's too festival or kind of too night out. You can almost wear that during the day and it looks completely fine.
Absolutely stunning. I love that. Our last look here.
This is our bronzed skin over here. So one of our most important things we wanted to say is, especially here in Arizona, SPF is so important.
Yeah.
So we do a lot of tinted moisturizers, creams, and liquids, and we make sure all of that stuff has SPF in it. So maybe switching out your colored pressed powder